Okay, now we're going to roll it through the opposite direction here, and I'm going to get it started and then we'll flip it up. There we go. Okay. Working here gets me worked up. The roller, you know, the crank. Okay, and we wanted like 32 across here. I think the tape measure, guys. Let's go slip it on. Alright, now this was the remnants of this ring here, and we kind of just wanted to get an idea, so we rolled it through. And when it came through the rollers part way, we kind of like, when we knew this was over the top and we could measure down, we got 32 or close to it. We knew that we were real close on the money. And anyhow, I knew that I would be able to use it in here somehow. We went ahead and when this upside down, we tapped our spacer ring on to right here. So we're holding out, each one of these is exactly clocked where it needs to be. And the ring we're rolling first is the widest one, which is right there. And we're going to slip this over here, and it should pop right in there. And just depending which one you want to put in, or you know, when I got to that split line there. Okay, there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to pick this one's a little tighter for its spot. If we roll this a little tighter, it would like clamp in there, but it's good. We're not gonna do anything tighter with it at all. We're gonna mark it, and then we're gonna take the hacksaw and we'll go ahead and we'll cut it right to length, and we'll cut 2 spots so that we have a true arc. We'll go ahead and we'll bring this around so that we know that we're in the start of that curve there really good, so we can minimize the rest of this right here. The rest of this round, we'll be able to butt weld it to another one and just make another short piece or another piece long enough to create another piece all by itself. Alright, this is coming along. I'm just kind of doing a little bit out here on this tonight, so I'm not driving myself crazy waiting for a video to render to publish out to you. And I know everybody's kind of been waiting for the Wing It project there, and we got a lot of work going on here, so just bear with me, and I'll get to it when I can get to it. I have to laugh. This is even Sunday, and here I'm closing up the shop, but I was playing with this a little earlier today. Of course, I play with a little bit of everything every day. It's just hard to not when it's my life. I live it. This one, the major ring here that we rolled in the roller the other night, and I got it on here, and I made one cut, and it was really kind of needed because, okay, do I want to take and run this over to the saw and cut it or whatever? But no, this is cold roll and real easy, and also too, I just happened to lay it down on here, and I can use this as the backup here, and of course I'm not hitting anything, and it doesn't matter if I scratch this surface or not, so it's the right perfect height and everything, so why not? Now this is our extra piece here, and this will get added onto another, or this actually may be long enough to go ahead and do one of these up here. And that's yet to be known. And let's go ahead and bring this one right up here. Okay, that's cool. And I made it just so they meet, and I can go ahead and put them right there and buzz that weld right on that one piece right there. I wonder if I can just bow this in just a little bit, and maybe it'll pull itself right there. No. Okay. You know what this means, don't you? This means I'm going to have to fire up my welder and tack this one on here. That's what we're going to do. Alright, I'm all set up there. Okay, we put the clamp, we got one clamp on over here. Alright, that looks good. Alright, we just make sure every one of these is in here. Okay, I think we're good. I didn't purge the gas. It's the one tack that you don't purge the gas, and it'll bite you. All right, and that's good enough. I'm not gonna get crazy. All I wanted to do is I just wanted to see it up there. First ring, well, besides this one here, but first ring tacked on there. This is the major diameter ring. This is the one that really determined or said it was going to be 32 inch in the diameter, and we're really 32 3/4. It's just the way it happened to shape out there. And Dave said ballpark, you know, so the shape looked good. You know, he was here when I put that straight line, this belly right here and back to there. That's what we were looking at. He says, okay, and great. All right, let's go in and play, edit some videos. Little dross on the back, that should knock off fairly easy. Nice straight cut. Alright, let's go see if we can fit it in the bottom of the chandelier. This is going to hold a nut threaded, so a threaded eye bolt can be put in there. And I'm probably going to put a little dish shape into it so it's flush with the bottom. Kind of what Dave wanted us to do. And this will let light pass through here and into the shell that's going to mount up and underneath it. Alright, we're getting ready. We're going to bring around the chandelier framework, and I'm going to hang it on the scale here so that we know what the whole complete frame weighs. Of course, we won't be able to weigh all the glass and everything else, but we had made guesses at the cage and what it actually weighed over at Dave's the first time. Of course, it it has a few more things added onto it since then, but no more than a couple pounds anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and carry that piece around, and we're going to hang it on the hook here, and we're going to see what we got as far as the weight. Okay, this was like carrying around a mine with all these prongs on here, and now I'm going to see if I can pick it, turn it, and hang it here. Without getting stabbed. Alright. Okay, I got one more piece there, and we're not quite hanging straight there, but that will really let that hang straight. Oh, 53 pounds. Before we added these, this chain here, this extra ring in here, and of course the bottom there. So 50 pounds without any glass. Alright, and here's the last piece. And this is the key that locks the bottom, and it sets in there and it locks in place, okay, and it holds 1/4 threads and a threaded eye, lock nut, and a couple other things. There's a couple things that are going to be hanging from the very bottom of this thing, and you got some kind of a glass bowl, and then below that is going to be a giant conch shell, and there's going to be some smaller conchs that will be hanging out. Of course, on you saw the squiggly glass work that's coming out from all around this whole thing, and then on these are individual fish that will, a glass tube will slide around here, they'll tie wire, and then there'll be a glass fish figurine out here, and that's kind of what it's looked like. Now I made this so that he can do all the tiring and everything else, and when he's ready to lock up the bottom and finish this up, you take and you put this right up in here, and then you twist it, and it locks right in there. And then you can't go anywhere. It's got 6 points, and you'd have to physically pick it up out of that 1-inch drop right in there before it even come out. It's going to have weight and everything else on it. Also, when he gets done, he can wrap a couple twists of his tie wire, which holds all the glass in, and do the same thing around that. So I'm pretty psyched about the whole project, and now our grand weight is an even 53 pounds. Really cool. We're going to deliver it tomorrow, and then he's going to go ahead and paint it. Okay, I just added a shackle here, and of course it added a couple pounds to the overall weight here, but we know from this hook on, or this eye on down. Now this eye is hanging like it'll be in held by the winch or the shackle or whatever they got in there. Tomorrow morning before I deliver it, I'm going to make a a pull plate. We're going to take that same pattern, we'll cut it out on a plasma table, probably out of some 3/8 or 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to put a loop on the bottom of it. We're going to put it in there, and I'm going to anchor it to something. We're going to go outside, so I'll use the overhead gantry I got outside, and we're going to find something that we can anchor down to the ground or whatever, a piece of plate or something, and we'll park our car on it or whatever, so that it's out over the open ground. And we're going to go ahead and take the hoist, and we're going to create the pull strength. I want to make sure that this top and the whole housing and the way that these links are set up here, this chain is supposed to be good for 800 pounds. And I just want to know that this thing is going to handle at least the weight of itself and the glass and be very comfortable with that. So I personally want to run a test outside with this thing, just for my own peace of mind. And then after that, from here on up is the caretaker or janitor at the Cape Codder is handling all of that, from what I understand. And the way Dave attaches all of his glass to the cage with the stainless steel tie wire with the right tools and everything else to locate that. The thing is going to be a nice sound chandelier hanging there in the Cape Codder. Alright, I'm done for tonight. Okay, we're trying to beat the weather out here. Looks like we got some rain coming in. I have 3/8 plate on the plasma cam right now, and what we're doing is we're going to be cutting out this shape, the OD of this shape, with a hole in it that I can go ahead and put an eye bolt in here, so that we can install this in the bottom of the chandelier and do our pull test. This will give rigging line off of the bottom here, and we're just going to duplicate this, because this is going to join or grab the bottom of the chandelier, and it'll be a good pull there. Let's get a little fan here. Let's see what we got here. Alright, that looks good. Let's see if our 5/8 stud goes through the hole. Excellent. Okay. Hardly any dross on the back. We're going to go ahead and cool this down, and we're going to go get this slapped in there. Let's go see if we can do a weight test on this chandelier. Alright, we're at 0 right now. Okay, we're at 55, 54, just about where we were. Okay, and I took length measurement and diameter for these Aquamet shafting, and my calculations put them about 240 pounds each. So we're going to be looking at like something like 400 plus pounds. We'll get the exact weight here in a minute. Alright, so I'm going to take our plate and our stuff. We're going to get attached to our shafts here. And I'm going to take a measurement to make sure that we get the center here. Alright. One of the hens is laying an egg and Berto's talking. Okay, I want to get my tape measure so I can make sure I'm pretty close in the center there. Okay, battery lights look good on the camera. Alright, let's see what we got here. Uh, 128, so we're looking at like 64. Something like right there. Alright, let's give this a shot. There's 120, 177, 250 pounds of pull right there. Let me get you in a little closer so you can see that. I don't know if you can, I don't know if it's better to try to see that. We'll take a photograph of it later. Alright, you just take my word for it. 318, 317 right now. $422, 510. Alright, that's 544 pounds right there. Alright, I'm going to go look for something else to add to this, see if we can get, I would like to get up 600-700 pounds would be real happy. Alright, with those two slugs that we just put a wrap of tape on so they'd sit right there, and this is completely off of the blocks here. We have 637 pounds that we actually got the full load. Alright, I don't know exactly how much glass is actually going to be on there, but I wanted to get some kind of weight on here to kind of represent what I thought would be over and above, and I think that's a pretty good test right there of what this is actually taking. And we're not bending any of these links right here or stretching any of these. I don't see any sign, and that would be the first thing to even see some of that being pulled over. And I'm pulling down and putting well over 750 pounds on that. Let me get you in here. Definitely pretty hard to see that, but I'm gonna pull down on this thing now and create 767, 770, 780 on the pounds. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and break down my setup here. I'm pretty happy with the amount of weight I'm able to put on this and feel secure about it. Pretty close to 800 pounds with my body weight hanging on this thing. And what can I say? Let's get it on down to Dave's studio.